Cradle, The Rise of the Chosen, Chapter 28, Part 2. Josh nodded and pulled down his white hood. Kuj, Ati, Manj. The building's over there. Taik, Jani, Daan, Il Itriyama. Taik, don't use your Itriyama, Josh added. Ki noit, hien, old page. You might see the wrong thing. Taikuma gave Josh a quick look and shrugged and nodded. He, if you say so. There was a chill wind from the east, and the cloud cover lent the mood to feeling quite somber. Taikuma wasn't nervous, it was quite the opposite. He was very distracted. His thoughts were rambling, and he was flying through random memories. Although this occurrence seemed random, he knew it was his spirit testing him. He likened it to a defense mechanism, and this happened to excite him enough to be on top of his game when the time came to perform. So, at this moment, he knew that it was time to calm the storm within by exerting his will over the internal weather. Taikuma stayed behind Josh and Gino as they walked up the black pavement to the Congressional Building, H. He systematically ordered his attention to be perceptive of his surroundings and the thoughts that came in with assessments. He elevated the voice within that was murmuring strategies, and most of all, he listened to the gaps around him where silence was to ground him enough so he could feel his thoughts. And with that, they were in the lobby of the Congressional Building, and it was huge inside there. In the middle of the back wall was a grand white staircase with wide steps in the middle that branched out to both directions and were kept in with the white banisters. The carpet was shell red with slightly intricate designs, and there were a few wood granite top tables with complimentary pamphlets. This part of the building was bustling with patrons dressed in blacks, many in pairs talking quietly, and several people alone walking quickly as if they were running late. The trio drew the eyes of a few, but none were too suspicious. Josh led the way up the main stairs in the center and then to the right hallway on the second landing. This hallway was wide, but yet quieter and more homely. At the end of the hallway was a white framed window with a serene view of the blue sky outside, and there was a pleasant but not overbearing scent of air freshener. Josh looked back at Takuma and made sure he understood that the group was near their destination. Takuma gave Josh a respectful look and cleared his mind even further. Gianoa put her arm around Takuma's hip and squeezed his outer right hip and smiled at him, and then slipped behind him and Josh. Josh stopped at a door near the end of the offices in the middle of the length of the hallway. Josh gave Takuma a grave stare and then turned to politely knock on the door. Jamka, come in, came a male voice from the other side of the door. Josh opened the door and put on his best smile. At the desk inside the vibrantly white office sat a man with nice colored brown skin and a white smile. His eyes were mid-brown and he had a sharpish nose. Taikuma got in front of Josh quickly and reached to shake with the representative. Jisnul kala ham tita io Taikuma ti na kota Josh ti in nua Gianoa. Hello, it is very nice to meet you. I am Taikuma, and this is a friend, Josh, and this is the great Gianoa, Taikuma introduced. Ta'ami, oni, dila, ka'at, pa'am. If you let us, we have some business, Taikuma explained with a great smile of his own.